Hey there everyone, this is Jeff Perkins with JD Cutlery, putting together another quick video on a number of great Reate knives that I've just anodized. We've got a number of different offerings here. We've got a K3 with carbon fiber on the other side, K1 with the beautiful Damascus blade and mocha tie inserts, the great classic Horizon D, another one of the K3s with the mocha tie inserts and Damascus blade, and another one of the K1s with a beautiful marble carbon fiber inserts. So I'll go ahead and hit these one at a time. They all turned out really nice. Very happy, again, as always. Reate really puts together very high quality knives, so very happy with the way all these turned out. And we'll go ahead and jump right in. Let's see. Pull a couple of these out of the way. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the K1. This is a customer ordered knife. We went with a nice light blue. Adjust the light here a little bit. So we got a really nice light blue background to make that blue in the mocha tie pop. We went with purple. I got a little bit of oil, actually some fingerprints on that purple. Purple on the pocket clips and all the screws and hardware, and then sanded down the edge of the mocha tie, the line that goes around it, and hit that with a nice bronze. Originally we were planning on doing a gold there. I'm probably going to have to do another one of these for the same customer because have a screw issue on this one that Reate is going to be sending me a new screw and I've got to deal with. But because I wasn't able to get that gold, because of the order I went when anodizing, I buffed it all out. Then I did that nice light blue. I anodized that, then I hand sanded that nice dividing line, and unfortunately when I hand sanded it and thought, oh yeah, now I need to hit it with gold. Gold is a higher voltage than the light blue. So when it comes time to do this for the customer so it looks exactly the way he wants it, I will have to go ahead and paint that line, anodize the blue, remove the paint, and then go ahead and anodize that line, which might be helpful for me. This line is just insane to sand. Doesn't look like it would be much, but the slightest slip and you're into this blue coloring or whatever your background coloring is. So unfortunately there have been a number of these knives that I've had to redo because I have slipped and hit it. I like this purple hardware. It's the lower voltage purple. I like that deep purple color. Only problem with that deep purple color is it's a little more prone to fingerprints. So fingerprints up, changes color, but as you can see, wipe it with a little Windex and you are good to go. Got that light blue with the mocha tie on the handles, and just beautiful Damascus in this blade. I tell you what, all of the Damascus knives that I've seen from Reate have been the Damasteel blades, and you just can't go wrong with a Damasteel. I have yet to see a piece of Damasteel that didn't just look amazing. So, great flipper. Lockups at about 20%, and if you look in there, see that screw on this side? That's the issue. So I've got to get the right screw on this one I mean, it fits and everything, it holds it and all, but I gotta get a screw that's not sticking out. I need something flush in there. So that is what we're looking at on this one. Like I said, this one might not end up going to that customer. It'll be up to him with the screw issue. I will definitely redo another one, and we'll see what the Damascus looks like. I've actually already ordered another one. So one way or another, I will have another K3 with the mocha tie and the Damascus and the blade. Very beautiful knife. Very happy with the way that one turned out. Let's go ahead and keep it with the K2s. This is another pre-order of another one of my customers. He was looking for that eggplant purple. Now this video, of course, doesn't show the purple quite the way it is. It's showing up as a deep dark bronze. It's got that crazy eggplant purple in it. We went with bronze on the screws and the hardware and the back spacer. Really looks good. Really happy with that contrast. Not a bright, flashy, just nice, subdued, almost earthy color. Really cool looking. Pocket clip turned out really nice. Got a little streak from oil there. These lower voltages do tend to be a little bit more fingerprint prone. I'm kind of rubbing my fingers all over it to give you an idea. In person, this went from a brighter purple to a darker purple. So definitely a cool looking coloration. I really like this eggplanty purple. So even fingerprinted up, it's got really nice color. The other thing we did go ahead and do is sand again those lines, and instead of putting any color there, we just left it. Color flows into the blade nicely, pulls back into the handle. Looks really good. Originally I was thinking, let's leave it the background color. Made it very dark. This really offsets that marble carbon fiber. Beautiful carbon fiber. They use really nice high quality carbon fiber. I've always loved the marble carbon fiber. So much better than the weave patterns. Definitely cost more, but in my opinion, worth every penny. Beautiful knife. Turned out really nice. Really happy with that. Again, I want to kind of show you those lower voltage purples and bronzes. They are very fingerprint prone. You hit them with a little bit of Windex and boom, you're right back to that nice color. Just brings it back every time. So very cool looking. You've got a little darker purple there. Hit it with the Windex. I've just put Windex on a cloth. Dry it off. The bronze comes out much bronzer. The purple kind of lightens up. It's interesting that the purple darkens up as you fingerprint it. It's that purpley bronze. It's right on the edge of purple bronze, and you can kind of see it there. Really cool. Almost a maroon in some situations. It's almost a maroon. Other situations, it's got that distinct eggplant purple. So very cool color. I don't tend to do many this coloration on the ones that I own and I'm selling, just because there is such a variation in color in it. But the fingerprints on this one, like I said, my hands aren't very oily now. It's not super hot here, but again, rub it out and it turns a darker purple, which is kind of interesting. Takes a little bit of the brightness out of the bronze. The bronze almost turns a little purpley. And again, look at that. As you rub it, the more you rub it, the more that purple comes out. That's just a little bit of Windex in there that I didn't get out. But very cool looking knife. Again, I really like that bronze against that maroon purple. Looks really nice. Very good stuff. Nice and centered up. Sometimes these are a little tricky. You look at it and you think it's a little close, but man, you look at the tip down in the bottom and you can tell exactly where it's at. So she's centered up beautifully. Flips like a champ. Really like these K1s. Nice feeling in the hand. That, I guess you'd call that a modified harpoon blade, is just so classy looking. I really like it. It feels like you could just get in and really maneuver this knife a lot to get a lot of good cutting with it. Man, look at that. Look at that marble. That is cool carbon fiber. Really digging that. So that is the marble version of the K1. Those are definitely harder to get. They're not making as many with that marble version. So you don't see quite as many out there. They do run a little bit more money as well, just because of the materials. This is one beautiful piece of Damasteel. Again, another K3. I really like that modified Tonto. This one is supposed to be mine. We'll see if it stays mine. Get lots of people asking for the knives that I do up as my own, so we'll see what happens here. I did hit the Mocha tie with electricity instead of with heat, and got some really cool colors. So you got this yellowy green splotchy going in through the blue with purples throughout, and then that purple jumps in here, and again you go from a lighter green to a darker green. Man, it's so shiny it's hard to get a good shot of it. Darker green into that almost blue into a bit of an aqua at the end. Because we had a lot of purple, I used purple for the pivots, back spacer, pocket clip. These are done up nicely. Again, that Damasteel is just crazy looking. I really like these. I love the crazy compound grinds that they have going on these. Definitely a big knife. Feels good in the hand. This one's got a little bit stronger detent than a lot of the Reates, but definitely still no problem as long as you're light switching it. They don't work well if you're pushing straight down. It doesn't happen. Always a light switch. I'm finding that more and more of the companies out there are doing much more of that light switch action versus the push straight down. So really cool looking knife. About 10%, probably more like 20 to 30% lockup. Centering. Again, look at the tip, you're right there. So beautiful knife. Very happy with that one. Go ahead and hit another K3. Hit this, buffed it, left some shading in the buffing. Hit it with a nice bronze. Got that carbon fiber weave in there. Sorry, got fuzz from my blanket, or from my towel from doing that up, getting it cleaned off. We went with green on the hardware with this one. That green bronze is just such an awesome contrast. Really like that green bronze. Again, green bronze all the way up through. This is the CTS 204P steel. Again with the modified Tonto. Detent's a little bit easier on this one. Flips beautifully. Closes up nicely. I mean, the weight of the blade brings it down no problem. Threw a nice little lanyard on there for you. Centering. Looking pretty good. If you look at the tip there on the back spacer. Lockup. Wow, lockup's nice and early. Video makes it look less than it is. Probably about 10% lockup on it. But it is lockup. I mean, that ain't going anywhere. That's a lot of pressure on that. So, Another beautiful K3. Really like all these new K series knives. I do want to zoom in here just for a second. I'm noticing that all of these K3s have a little machining circle line. Comes through here, goes up here. It's really hard to see in certain lights. And yeah, you can't even see it on this zoomed in. There's a little, there you go. See, just a faint line there, comes there and through. Every single one of these that I buffed has had that same exact faint line. So it's got to be something with their machining, but definitely not something that's noticeable. When you're here, you totally can't see it. Even up here, it's hard to see it. But I'm going to point it out just because it is something that's been on each one of these. So, another blue, beautiful bronze and green combo. Cannot go wrong there. And we did up a beautiful gold. Horizon D, buffed it all out. Hit it with gold. Went ahead and hit the faux titanium with a dark blue and light blue. So you got dark blue and light blue instead of the bronze that was on there. Got light blue on the back spacer and light blue for most of the screws. You can see that dark blue in with the light blue. I did go dark blue on these screws because so much of this was light blue. I figured, yeah, let's throw the dark blue on the screws. Back to the light blue, and then dark blue is the center of the pivot here as well, just to give you that offset. These guys are fantastic knives. This one is a hair over to this side, but I mean, even at the very tip, look at how, I mean, it's minutely over. So just a teeny tiny bit over, but Horizon D, sucker flips up, locks in like a champ. Definitely still one of my favorites of the Reate family. This gold is nice. It fingerprints up a little bit, but as you can see, not much. I mean, trying hard to fingerprint it and really not getting much going there. So it darkens up a slight bit with fingerprints, but that's about it. Lockup on that one's probably about 10-15%. So yet another great production run of the Reate knives. Super excited about some of the new ones coming out. They discontinued my Horizon D, but they have a Horizon Mini coming, which is very nice. Very similar blade, smaller package, carbon fiber insert on the handle. Very, very sharp looking knife. So, good stuff there. They also have a beautiful